Good morning, friend. Before the inbox fills and the road hums with traffic, we pause for a quiet Christian morning prayer to steady the heart, to receive guidance, and to rest in a protection that does not depend on our strength. Many of us wake with mixed emotions, hope for what could be, concern about what might be, and questions that do not have easy answers. Psalm 91 meets us here with gentle certainty. It reminds us that God is not only over us but near us, offering shelter, peace, and wisdom for each step. As the day begins, we choose a calm, scripture-led start. The Lord Himself is our dwelling place. Find a comfortable posture. Breathe in slowly through your nose, hold for a moment, and exhale gently through your mouth. Again, breathe in and receive God's nearness. Hold softly and breathe out, letting go of what you cannot carry into this morning. Let's rest for several quiet seconds, allowing the mind to settle and the body to soften in the presence who loves you. He who dwells in the shelter of the Most High will abide in the shadow of the Almighty. I will say to the Lord, my refuge and my fortress, my God, in whom I trust. Psalm 91, 1-2, English Standard Version. He will cover you with His pinions, and under His wings you will find refuge. His faithfulness is a shield and buckler. Psalm 91:4, ESV. These verses invite a posture for the day. To dwell is not a quick visit, but a way of living, unhurried, aware, and at home with God. The psalmist names the Lord as refuge and fortress, not because the world is simple, but because God is faithful. Wings and shadow are gentle images, close, protective, warm. In a morning filled with tasks, this is our Bible meditation and scripture prayer. I will live today from within God's care, not outside it. I will begin in His shelter, return to His shadow, and trust His faithfulness when I feel thin. Morning prayer is not a task to complete. It is a place to remain. Under His wings, I start the day. Two simple insights from Psalm 91 can guide a Western rhythm of life where speed often wins the day. First, shelter is a practice, not an accident. Dwelling in the Most High means choosing again and again to turn toward God. On the commute, in the lunch line, between meetings while making breakfast. It is a quiet time threaded through the day, not a performance. Many psalm prayers carry this spirit. We whisper a line of scripture. We take one slower breath, and we redirect our attention. The shelter becomes familiar because we return to it. Over time, refuge becomes our reflex, and the prayer to start the day becomes a way to walk the whole day. Second, protection in Psalm 91 is both promise and invitation. God's covering does not insulate us from real life. It anchors us in it. We still send the email, walk into the classroom, make the call, and pay the bill. But we do these as people who have already located ourselves in God's care. The psalm speaks of wings and shield, images that calm rather than harden. The result is not fearlessness that ignores reality, but steadiness that faces it. In the ordinary flow, work, family, decisions, errands, we do not have to push our way forward. We can be led. A prayer for protection and a prayer for guidance belong together. Under His wings, we listen and act, unhurried and attentive. That is a good way to start the day. I dwell in your shelter. I begin this day in your peace. Lord, thank you for morning light and the gift of a new beginning. Thank you for breath in my lungs and the strength to stand. Thank you for quiet time and psalm prayers that steady me. Thank you for your word, my compass and comfort. Thank you that your faithfulness is my shield today. Thank you that you welcome me into your shelter without hesitation. Most High, I place myself under your wings. I release the outcomes I cannot control and receive the grace I need for the next step. I choose to abide in your shadow, unhurried, attentive, and at peace. Guide my thinking, settle my reactions, order my loves, be my refuge when news is heavy and my fortress when plans change. Teach me to trust you in small choices, not only in big ones. Keep me from trying to carry what belongs in your hands. My God, in you I trust. Selah. I pause for one slow breath. In this silence, I remember that you are with me. I receive your peace over my mind and emotions. Quiet the inner noise so I can hear your gentle voice. Let your calm set the pace for my conversations and tasks. Be still and know that I am God. Psalm 46:10. Cover me and those I love with your care. Watch over my going out and my coming in. Keep me from harm and from unwise paths. Keep my heart alert to your nudges. The Lord will keep you from all evil. He will keep your life. Psalm 121:7-8. Grant me wisdom that begins with listening. Show me what matters most today and what can wait. Help me speak with clarity and kindness. If any of you lacks wisdom, let him ask God, and it will be given him. James 1:5. Renew my strength for each assignment and relationship. Guard me from fatigue that frays my patience. Let your joy quietly sustain me in ordinary tasks. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? Psalm 27:1. Let your favor rest where it serves others well. Open doors aligned with your wisdom and close doors that distract. Make my presence a small blessing in every room I enter. Oh, taste and see that the Lord is good. Psalm 34:8. Order my steps in your word and lead me along right paths. Keep me from haste. Make my choices clean and simple. Teach me to notice your cues in the middle of the day. The steps of a man are established by the Lord. He upholds his hand. Psalm 37:23-24. Hold my family in your peace. Strengthen our bonds with patience, forgiveness, and joy. Protect those near and those far. Knit our hearts in your love. I have set the Lord always before me. I shall not be shaken. Psalm 16:8. Bless the work of my hands, paid or unpaid, seen or unseen. Give me focus, creativity, and diligence. Let my efforts be a quiet offering that honors you. Commit your work to the Lord, and your plans will be established. Proverbs 16:3. Care for my body and mind. Grant healing where I hurt and rest where I am weary. Guard my sleep and steady my thoughts when anxiety rises. Do not be anxious about anything, and the peace of God will guard your hearts. Philippians 4:6-7. Provide daily bread and contentment in all seasons. Give me wisdom to budget, to save, and to give generously. Free me from comparison and fear about tomorrow. The Lord is my portion. I will hope in him. Kani, Psalm 142:5. I dwell in your shelter. I begin this day in your peace. I declare that I dwell in the shelter of the Most High and abide in the shadow of the Almighty. Psalm 91:1. I say to the Lord, you are my refuge and my fortress, my God in whom I trust. Psalm 91:2. Under your wings I find refuge. Your faithfulness is my shield. Psalm 91:4. You keep my going out and my coming in, now and forever. Psalm 121:8. Surely goodness and mercy will follow me all the days of my life. Psalm 23:6. You make known to me the path of life. In your presence there is fullness of joy. Psalm 16:11. Selah. I pause again. One slow breath in, one slow breath out, resting in your nearness. Leader. He who dwells in the shelter of the Most High. People. We choose to dwell in his shelter today. Leader. The Lord is our refuge and our fortress. People. We trust in him. Leader. Under his wings we find refuge. People. His faithfulness is our shield. Leader. The Lord watches our coming and going. People. He keeps our life. Leader. He leads us in right paths. People. We follow and trust. Leader. His peace guards our hearts. People, we begin this day in His peace. I dwell in your shelter. I begin this day in your peace. Most High, teach my soul the practice of dwelling. Let my first reaction today be to turn toward you. When I feel pressure, be the steadying presence at my right hand. When interruptions come, make them holy invitations. When I am unsure, slow me until your wisdom becomes clear. Train my attention through simple habits, a short verse whispered on the sidewalk, a grateful breath before a call, a quiet pause at a red light, a moment of stillness in a busy hallway. Let these become the rhythm of a daily prayer to start the day. Let scripture prayers shape what I notice and how I respond. Let my quiet time be less about checking a box and more about receiving your companionship. For those I will meet, friends, co-workers, neighbors, give me a warm patience. Guard my words and tone. Give me courage.